Greetings, everyone. Shalom. So wonderful to walk this Essene, Nazarene, Ebionite path with y'all. Please go back and watch my playlist about the Gospel of Thomas. It's called Gospel of Thomas Sermons on this channel, so that you can have the proper context and orientation for understanding the Gospel of Thomas, the history of the Gospel of Thomas, and the basic philosophy found in the Gospel of Thomas, and why I believe it is an Ebionite text and not a Gnostic text, and all of that. And in this video, I will be discussing verse 9. So if you don't yet have a copy of the Gospel of Thomas, my book, Yeshua the Anointed One, Pre-Pauline Christianity, is available on Amazon and print and Kindle. And it contains the Gospel of Thomas along with my commentaries about the Gospel of Thomas. Most of the verses I give a brief commentary. So if you don't have a copy, I recommend to go ahead and get that book. It's $7.77 on Amazon. I can't offer it much cheaper than that. So we'll talk about verse 9 here. Jesus said, "Now the sower went out, took a handful of seeds and scattered them. Some fell on the road. The birds came and gathered them up. Others fell on the rock, did not take root in the soil, and did not produce ears. And others fell on thorns. They choked the seeds, and worms ate them. And others fell on the good soil, and it produced good fruit. It bore 60 per measure, and 120 per measure." In this verse, Yeshua is using an analogy, a parable, and essentially he's comparing his teachings, his way, to seeds that a farmer plants, and the soil, or rather the obstacles perhaps preventing the seeds from getting to the fertile soil. He compares that to your heart and mind. And so in this verse, Yeshua is talking about spiritual preparation. So if we are not spiritually prepared, mentally prepared, energetically prepared to receive his teachings, the teachings of the true prophet, Yeshua the Anointed One, Yeshua the Nazarene, if we are not spiritually, mentally, energetically prepared to receive these teachings, then these teachings sort of fall on blind eyes and deaf ears, don't they? They don't take root. They don't grow, and they don't produce good fruit. You will know them by their fruits. So we want to make sure that we're mentally preparing ourselves, energetically preparing ourselves, spiritually preparing ourselves to receive the transmission that Yeshua is sending out. Otherwise, we don't have the eyes to see, we don't have the ears to hear. Our heart isn't open, isn't receptive. Our mind isn't open, isn't receptive. And we don't understand a lot of his teachings. We miss a lot of it. Or we get confused because we have these filters, don't we? And so the teachings don't get through as purely and as cleanly and as clearly as they should, because they have to pass through these filters of ours. So we want to have a clear, peaceful mind. We want to have an open, loving heart in order to be receptive to Yeshua's sacred teachings. Okay? So, how do we purify the mind and heart? Well, as you know, the Essenes and the Ebionites taught us how through ritual baptismal purification in the living waters, the intelligent, conscious, healing, alive waters from Divine Mother, the Holy Spirit. And so we can immerse ourselves in hopefully a flowing stream, creek or river is best, but also the ocean, lakes, whatever natural body of water you have close by. And you immerse yourself in the living waters, and you set your intention, and you ask humbly before the Lord to purify your body, purify your mind, purify your heart, purify your intentions, your motives, your desires, your emotions, your ego, your personality, everything. So you ask humbly for that purification, immersed in the water. You charge all the water around you with that intention, those vibrations, and then the intelligence of the water works within you to purify you. Also, fasting is highly beneficial. It clears the mind, it clears and cleans and detoxes the body from any contaminants and toxins. And also, highly recommend to regularly read the scriptures. Read the Q source. Read the Gospel of Thomas. Read the Epistle of James. Read the Didache. Read the Clementine literature. Study these texts, these Jewish Christian so-called texts, the original Christian tradition. Understand the teachings of Yeshua as best as you can. Study them profoundly, deeply. Ask for understanding as you study. Practice meditation daily, or contemplative prayer, whatever practices you prefer. It's not really all that important. As long as you're clearing the mind, purifying the mind, opening the heart to receive Yeshua's holy transmission. Okay? So, we have to be prepared and we have to be receptive. Without preparation and receptivity, we can't really fully comprehend Yeshua's teachings. So if you want to go back, you can watch a previous video about contemplative prayer, using contemplative prayer to contemplate the Gospel of Thomas on this channel. And you can practice those techniques to contemplate these verses more deeply. I'll do some guided contemplative prayer videos in the future here on this channel. But for now, you can use that video. So make sure you're doing everything you can and be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, am I doing everything I should be doing to be more receptive and to be more prepared to receive Yeshua's teachings, to receive his way? And if the answer is no, then you need to really contemplate what changes you need to make in your life and your lifestyle. If you don't have a vegetarian or vegan diet yet, I highly recommend moving in that direction. You don't have to do it overnight, but take steps to move in that direction. Try fasting once a week. Start just with a 24-hour fast once a week. Just choose a day. Okay, I'm not going to eat this day for 24 hours. Do that once a week. Set up a schedule to visit a local body of water regularly to do this ritual baptismal purification in the living waters. Study the scriptures daily, meditate, and that is how you prepare yourself. That is how you become more receptive to God's grace, to God's blessings, and to the teachings of Yeshua, the Anointed One. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Many blessings.